Nothing can oppose your decision. So what have you decided against? A Course in Miracles. God's will for you is complete peace and joy. Not partial peace, not occasional joy, not peace when circumstances cooperate, complete peace and joy. And then comes the line that leaves nowhere to hide. Unless you experience only this, you must be refusing to acknowledge His will. Notice what it does not say. It does not say God withdrew His will. It does not say something stronger came along and defeated His will. It does not say peace disappeared. It says you are refusing to acknowledge what remains unchanged. And then the Course drops the bar. Nothing God created can oppose your decision, as nothing God created can oppose His will. That is cold. Because God gave your will its power. Think of a room filled with sunlight. Outside the window, the sun is blazing. Nothing is wrong with the light. Nothing has happened to its source. The sunlight is pouring through the window freely. And attached to that window is a motorized blackout curtain. But there is something unusual about this curtain. The motor that operates it is powered by a solar panel outside. The sunlight itself supplies the power. A person picks up the remote, presses close. The curtain begins to descend. And the sun does not stop them. It does not interrupt the motor. It does not say, "No, no, no, you cannot use the power I gave you for that." It does not wrestle the remote from their hand. It does not override the decision. The curtain closes. The room becomes dark. And what powered the curtain that blocked the sunlight? The sunlight. That is the whole thing. What came from the light was used to refuse the light. Without the power supplied by the sun, that curtain could not have moved at all. The very power being used to shut out the light came from the light being shut out. God gave your will its power, and nothing God created can oppose your decision. So the decision is honored. Close the curtain, and the room appears dark. But look carefully at what the decision accomplished. Did it extinguish the sun? No. Did it reduce the sun? No. Did it make darkness real outside the room? No. Did it change the source of the light? No. The decision changed what was experienced inside the room. It did not change what was shining. That is the distinction. The curtain can block awareness of the light without possessing the power to destroy the light. And that is why the absence of peace in experience does not prove that peace is absent. The darkness in the room does not testify that the sun went out. It testifies that the curtain is closed. God's will remains complete peace and joy, unchanged, undiminished, unopposed. And here is where this gets even colder. The sun does not become offended because the curtain was closed. It does not punish. It does not withdraw its light and say, "Fine, since you do not want me, I am leaving." It keeps shining. The power remains available. The light remains available. Everything the sun was giving before the curtain closed is still being given after the curtain closes. Only now it is being refused. And even the refusal depends upon power that came from the source being refused. There is no independent power with which to deny God. There is no separate power that can arise and oppose Him. The will being used is a gift. The power of decision is a gift. And that gift can be used to refuse acknowledgement of the giver. But it cannot make the refusal true. The curtain can be closed. The sun cannot be put out. Peace can be refused in experience. God's will cannot be altered. Joy can be refused. What God created cannot be changed. And God does not need to fight the decision because His will is not threatened by it. That is why nothing God created can oppose your decision. just as nothing God created can oppose His will. There is no battle between two equal powers. There is reality, unchanged, and there is a decision about whether reality will be acknowledged. So when the room appears dark, there is no need to repair the sun, no need to beg it to return, no need to ask why it abandoned you, no need to search for another source of light, no need to manufacture peace, no need to create joy. The sun is already shining. The question is about the curtain, and the same power that was used to close it can be used to open it. Nothing has to happen to God. Nothing has to happen to His will. Nothing has to happen to peace. Nothing has to happen to joy. The only change is the decision to stop refusing what was never withdrawn. If nothing can oppose your decision, what have you decided against?